Hello, everybody. Awesome dude, Martonic. How you doing, guys? What's going on? Little, how you doing, Little? Oh, dear, I look a bit weird tonight. Why does the lighting seem a bit strange? Maybe it's just me. What's going on? No more membership cringe. Maybe we'll give away some more memberships next week or something. We'll see how we go. Or you can just pay to become a member again. Hey, Jordan, how you doing? Hey, Azza, how you going? What's going on? Yeah, those gifted memberships only last for a month, unfortunately. So next time you might just have to pay for the membership. um, but yeah, what's going on, everybody? I just got a message saying the bitrate is too low. Oh, it is too low. That's all right. Does the stream look okay, guys? Does the stream look fine? I'm assuming the stream looks fine. Does it sound fine? Does it look fine? It's a 1440p stream, so I'm not streaming at the highest bitrate, apparently. I'm the god of gifted, got 7 months of gifted on this channel. Yeah, I know. Oh, not on this channel, on a different channel. Wow, that's pretty lucky. Yeah, I do look more pale. I think the lighting is a bit weird tonight. I don't know what's going on with the lighting. Is it the zoom on the camera? No, if I zoom in more, does it change? No, it goes back to being a really really cool color. 1 second, I might just adjust the lighting. 1 second. I think that looks a little bit better. A little bit better, maybe. A little bit warmer. Yeah, definitely warmer. Add some saturation. Yeah, maybe. But normally I could just fix it with lighting. So I don't know what's going on. Little, thanks for the follow on Twitch, mate. I appreciate that. You did rugby trials yesterday and tomorrow. And you have another one. And you might make the A's. Good luck. I hope you make the A's. It's very exciting. I'm not a big rugby fan myself, but listen, I admire the person that plays rugby because that's a tough game. So good luck. I hope you get to the A's. COD Mobile. I've seen a lot of COD Mobile advertisements, and I don't know how I feel about it. Has anybody played COD Mobile besides Deriv? Anybody given it a go? Have I tried Prime before? What is Prime? Or the drink? No, but I'm curious. And I think Woolworths is going to have Prime pretty soon. Let me share. Share. 1 second. Self promo. Go into all the Discords. Share. Don't have access. And 1 more second. All right, I think I've pretty much posted everywhere now. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. You picked up 4 bottles. How much was it? And did it taste good? Did you actually like it? Because, I mean, there's a lot of people saying that it's really good and it sounds really good. Tastes all right. Does it taste similar to something that, like, you can describe? Tastes like strawberry Nurofen. Ooh, I don't know. I don't think I like the sound of that. I'll just stick to water. It costs you nothing and it does a pretty good job. Where did you buy it from? Did you buy it from Woolies or did you buy it from somewhere else? Did you buy it from like Facebook or something? I'm curious. Got it from Woolies. Was it hard or was it in stock or was everyone going crazy for it? Sorry, I'm just doing something really quickly on the stream. I'm just trying to set some stuff up. 1 second. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, everyone click the like button, please. Help me out. I'll have to wait until like Woolies has it properly in stock and then go give it a try. Yeah, I use Streamlabs. Kill me. I actually use Streamlabs and I use OBS for different reasons. I don't mind Streamlabs, it's fine. Just for chatting with you guys, the integration, the alerts, all that kind of stuff, it's fine. For someone like me, it's perfect. But I use both. Hey, I want to share with you guys some stuff that's coming. Tell me what you think. Give me 1 second. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. What's the name of the company? There was a company that... Oh, here we go. A company contacted me about a keyboard. And I want to know what you guys think. 1 second. Has anybody heard of a company called Skylung before? Skylung. Anybody heard of it? I'll show you the website. Is Skylung like a good brand? I'm just curious. Because what they have sent is they've sent 2 keyboards. So they do these cool little keyboards like this, right? But the one that they've sent, I'll just have to go back to my emails. is the GK980, I think it is. 1 second. GK75 with a knob. Sounds crazy, I know. This one. So this company is sending me this keyboard. $80. I think this is US dollars, by the way, not Australian dollars. And it's got like a little knob up here. Sounds like a pretty good keyboard. It's got like optical switches. And then there's this other one called the GK90, and it's like a full size. And I think it's this one. Let me just go back and open a new tab. This one here, $89, full width. This keyboard can be installed with up to 6 different knobs. And the spacebar can be split as well, if you want to split it. I believe they're both wired keyboards. They're not wireless keyboards or anything like that. What do you guys think? I'm just reading the comments. You're using their keyboard right now. Ooh, interesting. Hey, Offline, how you doing, man? What sort of dollars would you expect to build a decent system with the GTX 4070 Ti, 13700, okay, 2 terabyte cooler? Yeah, 3,500 is a pretty good price point. But I can show you soon if you want to stay on the stream. I can actually go into like Sculptech and like sort of build something out if you want to see what the price is. But anyway, I'm glad you guys like this keyboard because they are sending me both of these keyboards. And what I've agreed to do is give away one of them. So I'm thinking I might keep the small one for myself and give away the big one. Or I might keep the big one and give away the small one. I'm not sure yet. So yeah, I'm not sure if they're sending me the Bluetooth wireless version or if they're just sending me the wired version. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, they've sent me both, and I've just gotta wait for it to turn up, and then I'll give away one of them. So I hope it turns up and it's actually good, because I've never heard of it before. Surely I'd give it to you. Nah. Keep the big, give the small. You are the top G. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, so getting the brand deal. So they've sent me both of these. Obviously, I'll do a video review. I'll do a video comparing both of them, talking about both of them, and then I'll announce the giveaway. And we'll do a giveaway for the month of April. So yeah, that's kind of exciting. Just thought I'd share that with you guys. Trying to always hustle and get more giveaways. Maybe we'll do more than one giveaway a month. That'd be actually pretty sick. Anyway, moving on. Oh, that's right. I did recently price up something. Let me show you some stuff. So I was curious, right? Let me open up another window. Hang on a second. I was looking at doing a... How do I make this small enough that you can like see and hear? Hopefully you guys can see this. And it's not like in the way. Maybe what I'll do is I'll put like me, maybe like up in the top or something. Basically on the left-hand side is an AMD system. And on the right is an Intel system. So on the left is the AMD Ryzen 5 7600 DDR5, and on the right is the i5 13400 DDR5. So these are basically the cheapest DDR5 builds that I can get. And on the left, we've got an AMD CPU with an AMD GPU. And on the right, we've got an Intel CPU and a NVIDIA GPU. Obviously, different motherboards, same RAM, Same CPU cooler, same 1 terabyte SSD, same power supply. And what I found interesting is that the AMD version came out to 1832 and the Intel version came out to 1842. And now you might say, Sean, well, that's not a big difference. But the thing is, the CPU here, the 7600, is a 6-core 12-thread, and the 13400 is like a 12-core 20-thread. So I don't know, 10 cores, 6 performance, 4 efficient, and then 16 threads. So you get a few more threads, but more cores, 6 performance cores. So I was wondering, should I build both of these systems, put them side by side, and then, tell you guys if it's worth spending your money on, and then sell them? What do you reckon? Yeah, when it comes to pre-builds, I'm always a bit sketchy. I'm not a big fan of pre-builds, to be honest with you. There's only like one company that I'll recommend for pre-builds, and that's a guy down in Melbourne. And I think he's got a pretty good business, but you do pay more. I would always recommend doing the research and build it yourself. Build one and then give away another. Yeah, mate, you wish. But if hypothetically we were to do a build, what did our mate say? Maverick, are you there? Can you repost? Oh no, hang on a second. All right, I'm going to ignore the chat for a second. I just want to quickly see roughly how quick we can do a build and see how much it costs. 13700. Boom, add it to cart. What was the other thing? 2 terabyte SSD. NVMe, obviously. Lowest price. 2 terabyte Kingston, add it, and then a 4070 Ti. Let's see how much that comes to. 4070 Ti. I should move my face back over here maybe, so you can actually see me properly. Okay, we don't want the white version. There's probably cheaper ones out there. 4070 Ti, Sean. Okay, what else do we need to do? Motherboard, RAM. So let's say we went DDR5. If you're going to build something latest gen, I'd probably recommend going DDR5. Probably go 32 gigs as well. Probably wouldn't go 16 anymore. Probably would move up to 32. So let's say we do the Fury. Let's say we do a 850 watt PSU. Let's see how much this comes to. 850 watts. Gigabyte, deep cool. Let's go Corsair. We need a case. Okay, let's say we do this new one from Deepcool in white, and then let's say we do an AIO. Let's say we do a 360. Okay, let's add the, oh Jesus. This Deepcool one's pretty good as well. $200 for that. See ya offline. Have a good night. Okay. How much are we up to? 2700, and I think all we're missing is a motherboard. So let's go motherboard 1700. We'll go something with Wi-Fi. We'll go ATX, and we'll go something with DDR5. Cool. So 13700, 2 terabyte SSD, 4070 Ti, 32 gigs of RAM, 850 watt power supply with a case, cooler, and motherboard. 3,132. I hope that helps. You can press pause and take a screenshot if you want. But yeah, 3132, and that's with everything coming from one shop. You know, if I was to say, you know, maybe do one thing differently, is maybe make this at 1,000 watt power supply. It might, you know, cost you an extra 100. Would I actually do this myself? I mean, I know that they're cheap options, but yes, I would. Kingston, great brand. Inno3D, you know, pretty similar to like Gigabyte. You know, you can maybe spend a little bit more and go Asus if you want good quality. RAM, again, not a huge thing when it comes to like performance. You're going to be really, you know, a lot of your performance comes from your CPU and your GPU, especially in gaming. So, you know, you can spend a bit more on the RAM, maybe a little bit more on the power supply. The case, you know, everyone's got their own preferences. You know, if you spent 3,500, you could probably get yourself some more brand name parts with maybe some better warranties. But the motherboard, the cooler, the case, I'd probably leave. Power supply, you could leave. You know, really the only things that I would potentially invest money in is, you know, upping to a 1,000 watt power supply if you are going to upgrade the graphics, maybe a bit later on, maybe a bit better memory or memory that looks a bit nicer. You know, white case, white memory maybe from Corsair or something, and then maybe like a Asus GPU or something like that. You know, so I think 3 to 3.5, depending on what sort of budget you have, and you know, you might want to save money by going DDR4. You know, because you can do both with that CPU. So it's up to you. Up to you. What else is going on? Oh, Gleam. Let's see how many entries we've got into the giveaway. Let's have a look, hey? Gleam. 845 entries on the giveaway. So 6 days left. 6 days left. If you haven't entered, go and enter. You can win the Elgato Wave DX microphone, the Elgato Wave interface, and an Elgato 3-meter XLR cable. If you haven't checked out the video is in the link. If you want to enter the giveaway, I'll put the bloody link there for you because you're too lazy. And listen, because I'm a savage, there's the link to the video as well. If you want to go and watch the video and you can hear how it sounds. You're welcome. So anyway, if you haven't entered, go and enter. Next week we'll be back. We'll be doing the actual. We'll draw the prize. We'll do the live draw, and hopefully somebody who is, you know, a big fan of social hardware. Maybe someone in the Discord actually wins it. That would be pretty sick. But in comparison to like other competitions, you know, we've done pretty well. The last one we had 948, and we had 270 people. And this one we've only got about 160 people. So not as much interest in this competition, it seems. But there's still 6 days to go. And the prize is worth heaps. The prize is worth like $350. So fingers crossed somebody can actually win it. And then we're going to do the keyboard giveaway. So lots of things happening. By the way, I'm also on Twitch now again. So if you want to come and follow me on Twitch, I'm on Twitch. Not right now. We've just hit 250 followers on Twitch because of the giveaways and stuff. The last couple nights I've just been on there for like an hour or so, just playing some games. You know what I mean? Just hanging out with people, playing some Warzone. So yeah. Go check it out. If you want. You don't have to. I was actually hoping to stream to both Twitch and YouTube tonight, but Streamlabs was being a bit weird. Have I tried Diablo 4? No, not yet. Yeah, I know, Twitch is mad. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to just do my, just chat and hang out on YouTube and talk to you guys. And then Twitch would just be for gaming, which is, generally where I'm not talking that much and I'm just trying to like have a bit of fun, like just relax and whatever. So I'll still do the weekly stream on YouTube as always, and then I'll be on Twitch, every other day. So if you have your alerts turned on for Twitch, maybe you'll see me there. But I'm just trying to get more people, if you haven't noticed. Twitch is dead. Yeah, it definitely feels like it's not I don't know, not doing too well. But there's some people on Twitch that I do enjoy watching because they're quite good. There are some really good competitive players on Twitch. Twitch just fired a few hundred employees. Wow. I didn't know that. Twitch lays off 1/5 of the total workforce following the CEO resignation. Jesus. That's not good. Kick is ran by a gambling company. What's Kick? It's another live streaming platform. Got it. Wow. Yeah, I think YouTube's definitely king. That's for sure. I'm just having a read of this article. Let's just maybe go and have a quick little look-see here. So Twitch lays off 1/5 of total workforce following CEO resignation. Published a couple of days ago. Wow. Yesterday. After founding CEO Emmett Shear resigned from his post, the streaming platform's company has laid off over 400 employees. Last week, the founder stepped down from the company after 16 years. This followed a controversial 22-23 in which the executive has been criticized for allowing gambling sites to be streamed on the platform, among other things. While Shear claims that he's leaving to spend more time with his family, the controversies that surrounded his last few years in office definitely factored into his decision as well. According to this guy, anyway. Go away. What followed the CEO's exit is a layoff that saw about 20% of Twitch's workforce leaving the company for good. New Twitch CEO Dan Clancy blamed the general economic climate in his announcement, saying, like many companies, our business has been impacted by the current macroeconomic environment, and user and revenue growth has not kept pace with our expectations. In order to run our business sustainably, we've made the very difficult decision to shrink the size of our workforce. The Twitch layoff, paired with the fact that Twitch has been losing its biggest stars to YouTube, spells eventual doom for the platform unless drastic changes are made. Twitch controversies, its unwillingness to listen to its viewers, and its biggest streamers is its questionable bans of some of its creators and the more lucrative deals offered by its competitors to its stars led to a sort of exodus of some of Twitch's biggest stars in recent years. Wow. Elsewhere in Amazon, Twitch's parent company, more than 9,000 employees were laid off. On Monday, Amazon has reportedly laid off over 18,000 people over the course of the past few months. Wow. So, yeah, crazy. Can I do a PC giveaway in Oz? I'm hoping that by the end of the year, we'll actually have a giveaway for Australia, which will be an entire PC. That's the goal. The goal is in December we'll do a giveaway for the whole kit and caboodle, just for Australia. So yeah. Yeah, 50-50 split is a bit of a joke. My son would like to know, how long have you been doing streaming for? He's 9 years old, in awe of your vids. Oh, thank you very much. I've been on YouTube for like 4 years now, and I've probably been streaming for 3, sort of like on and off. The last 2.5, I've been doing it a bit more often. But yeah, thank you very much. That's a really nice piece of feedback. I appreciate it. But man, all I can say is at the beginning, I was so nervous. I was like the worst person. I couldn't talk. I couldn't put a sentence together. And I was just really nervous about everything. So just, take your time, and I mean, you'll get there one way or the other. Persistence. Kick has a 90-10 split, while YouTube is 70-30. 70-30 is pretty good. Hey, hello, Sweat. Love your Kmart mouse review. Thank you very much. Thank you for stopping by and telling me. I appreciate it. To be honest, guys, the last few months, I've been feeling a bit down and in the dumps, and YouTube has felt like very, not enjoyable, at times. And I've had thoughts of like, man, maybe I should just give it up, and that way I get my weekends back. I get to spend more time doing other things. Maybe I should just, stop making videos, because after 4 years, I've only got 8,000 subs, whatever. But then I get comments like the one that I just got from Maverick and the one from you, Hello Sweat. And I'm like, man, why would I stop? Why would I stop? I love this too much. It's too much fun. Yeah, don't give up. Yeah, true. So just got to keep going, But honestly, I don't pay attention to the numbers too much. Sometimes the numbers can get you down. Like, for example, the most recent video that I did on the Elgato stuff, hasn't performed very well at all. Like 100 views, no subs, hardly any watch time. No one likes the thumbnail. And I was like, man, that took a whole day and no one likes it. It's really hard. It's really hard. But then sometimes, people do really like it, or they leave a comment, and that makes the difference. So I will say to anyone who wants to get into content creation, try not to. It's really, really hard, but try not to focus on the views and try and focus on the comments. That's probably my biggest piece of advice. I have 100 subs, and so compare yourself to that and see how big you are. I know, it's crazy. Dude, I was so grateful when I had like 50 subs and like 1,000 views. And now here I am complaining, right? So it's just like, I think it's just more to do with the amount of effort that I put in, because I work a full-time job, and then I sacrifice a weekend to like make content. And so when people don't like it, or it doesn't get a lot of attention, or whatever it might be, I think that's probably what feels really difficult, because it's like, man, I've just put in so much time to making a piece of content, and I gave up a day on my weekend, and then no one likes it. And it can feel like, oh man, why am I even doing this? I could have just gone out, had a great dinner, had a great day, and not worried about it. So yeah, I think that's where it comes from. That's where like this feeling comes from. But then you get a really cool comment and you're like, man, why was I worried? Because if I think back to like why I started doing YouTube, it was just so I could like, I don't know, offer my opinion, try and help some people. And that was pretty much it. And it still is. And I'm definitely trying to make more money from YouTube. But that's so I can get that money and buy things so I can give it away. It's not so I can put it in my pocket. Because honestly, I don't know. I have a weird relationship with money because I don't really, I don't know. Money's just one of these things where it sort of comes and goes. I don't get too attached. Yeah, that's true. Make a video saying I need a break and then leave. That's a fair call. I think I'm going to do that actually, maybe before I go away, because I'm going away on holiday at the end of April for a month. And maybe I'll publish a video saying I'm going away for a month. You won't see me, you won't hear from me, and try not to think about YouTube as much as possible. Being selfish, can I ask, with your experience and knowledge, if you were to build a gaming PC based on performance with budget in mind, what would you build? 4K isn't the answer, but 1440p? Maverick, before I go into it, have you seen the video that I did that was like the $1,000 PC build or the $1,500 PC build? Have you seen those videos? Just curious before I answer. You have. Okay. So I would say that a 3070, like that one that I did for the $2,000 build, or I mean, do you want to stream or do you just want to game? Because like personally, I think the $1,500 build that I did is still pretty solid. The i5 12600 and the 3060 is still a pretty solid build. And you've got room to upgrade. And for 1440p, depending on like what quality of the settings you wanna do, I think it's probably fine. If you want to play like high frame rate with like Call of Duty Warzone at like over 140 frames a second, is that kind of what you're thinking? Like 1440p Warzone 150 frames a second? Is that what your goal is? Or you're just playing like Red Dead Redemption where it's like very slow, very chill, you know. Because it kind of depends. Because you can play 1440p on those kind of games at not high frame rates with a lot less money. With a little future proofing. Then, I mean, I think the 3070 build that I did for 2000 is probably a pretty good option. The i5 1200 plus a 3070, you know, maybe upgrade the RAM to 32 gigs is a pretty good option. I would say if you want to go 1440p high frame rate, then the 3070. Like, for example, let me show you something on the screen real quick. Hang on 1 second. So this is the video that I did on the $2,000 PC. And you can see here I benchmarked it. Call of Duty Warzone, 1440p, average frame rate, 136, max 156. And that was all settings maxed out and no DLSS. You know, if we look at another game like Horizon, max settings 108. So you drop those settings down a bit and you're going to easily hit that. And that was $2,000. And that was with a 512 gig boot drive and a 2 terabyte hard drive. $4070 Ti is overkill to the 3070 Ti, yes. You're paying for the latest, but you're not really going to be getting a huge increase in performance. And the other PC build that I did, because I can't remember all the benchmarks, this is the one that I did for 1500 with a 3060. So with a 3060, average frame rate, 92. So going from 92 to, what was it, 140 or something? 136 versus 92. So going from the 3060 to 3070 is a pretty solid option. And like if we go back to ScorpTech for a second, let's say I delete this CPU, I delete this GPU, we keep the DDR5, we keep the motherboard, we keep everything else. Let's say we add a CPU on, so let's go 1700 13th gen, just for fun. We'll go this CPU here, and then the GPU, graphic card, NVIDIA. Let's go down and have a look and see what the deals are. 3050s, no. 3060, no. Ah, dear. Where's 3070? 1 second. What's the cheapest 3070? MSI Ventus, 849. And what's the cheapest TI? 3060 Ti. 639. I wouldn't go Gigabyte. I find their cards too noisy. So $210 difference between both of these cards. So, you know, if let's say we got the 3070, you're looking at about 2300 with that combo. And you don't need this cooler, you know, so get this cooler off. Get something like the AK400, which is a great cooler. Comes in white, looks very, very good. And then let's say, you know, you've got a pretty solid system, 2 terabytes of storage. If you need less, you can save a bit of, save $50 or so, save $80 or so. You've got DDR5, so you're still on the latest platform. 850 watt power supply, plenty of room to upgrade, case, motherboard, with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. You know, if you don't need Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, again, you can save $100. CPU, GPU, cooler, $2,200. So I still think like $2,000 for like a build like this is a pretty solid option, in my opinion. When does the 4060 come out? Okay, so speculation. It's saying late April. So late next month. So maybe wait a little bit until the 4060 comes out and you can check out the benchmarks and see when the 4070 is going to come out. Maybe check out the second-hand GPUs as well and see if you can pick up a good deal on like a 3080 or a 3070 second-hand. Because I got my 3080 for like 900. It's still freaking awesome. And I play at 1440p. I get about 180, 190 frames on Warzone on a CPU that's like 2 years old. So, my advice, if you are going to build something, is to go DDR5. Because that way you're already like on the latest, and then upgrade your GPU from like a 3060 to a 3070 to a 3080 to a 4070, whatever it might be. But just make sure that you're on that DDR5 platform if you're thinking about the future. Because right now, DDR5 is not a big deal, but it might become more of a big deal in another year or two. Me and Martonic are arguing. Who's got more experience? But that's just what I think. Because you don't want to have to, like, if you do want to go down that path of like upgrading to DDR5, ripping apart your PC, taking the motherboard out, taking everything out just to change it over. Like, it's a lot of effort. It's only slightly cheaper. The price on the memory for DDR5 has come way down. Way down. Nowhere near what it used to be. Yeah, he's still on an X470 board. Is the Kmart gaming mouse a good one? The one that I reviewed, the wireless one, yeah, it's a pretty good mouse. Rechargeable, USB-C, RGB. And I've still got it and I still use it sometimes. So, yeah, for a cheap mouse, it's not bad. You can definitely do a lot worse. Anyway, I hope, Maverick, that helps you. I know it's probably confused you, but I do hope it helps you. I'm not on that tight of a budget, so DDR5 would be the way to go for future proofing. Yeah, definitely bang for the buck. DDR4 is the best option right now. But it depends on like how often you want to take apart your PC just to upgrade something. Stream Deck. I've been thinking about buying a Stream Deck. But I'm just not sure how much I'll use it. I don't want to buy something and then not use it very much. Do you know what I mean? Colts. Thanks for the follow, mate. Appreciate it. I know he followed on Twitch and he's probably not here right now, but either way, thank you. He's probably just entered the competition and following on Twitch was a condition. Let's see. 251. Yes, we've got 251 follows. Hey, Colts, you here, mate? Legend. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for the follow. Thanks for hanging out. How many entries do we have? Colts, I'm curious, mate. What kind of microphone do you have? Would this be if you won it, would this be a prize that you'd keep or you'd give it away? Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Just chilling. See ya. Hello. Have a good night, man. Yeah, I wish I had a braided USB-C cable too, but what can you do? Oh, you have an SM7B. Damn. So if you won, you'd give it to him. That's nice of you. I hope you win. Is an SM7B worth it? Should I pay for an SM7B? How much are they? 450, 300. Damn, 458. Very expensive. Very expensive. Does it sound like, does this microphone sound bad? Do I need to upgrade? Do I need to change it? You got it for 500. Wow. I don't think I need to change it, but I don't know. I have wondered, am I missing out? I've got an EQ and some compression on the microphone that I'm using at the moment. This mic's good. No gamer voice. Like this microphone that I'm using, like this is the software. I know it might be hard to see or whatever, but if you go into the mic, I've got a gate on it. Oh, I don't have any compression. I've got an EQ. This is my EQ. It's kind of hard to see. You can boost the bass or remove the bass if you want to remove it. It's pretty nice. I like the boomy sort of bassy voice. I've removed some of the mids because it's not. And then the highs, yeah, I've sort of just, slightly little adjustment there. So yeah, I think it's not a bad sounding microphone. And then the limiter, there's a limiter so it doesn't peak. Compression, maybe a bit of compression would help. So I might just add a little bit just to see if it makes any difference. It's very subtle, but maybe some compression would be nice. Let's just try that for a little bit. But it's not a bad sounding microphone. Yeah, there's no need to change. Yeah, it is pretty cool software. I like that you can adjust the settings as you go. I think it's quite nice. And like it's a pretty good like interface. I did a video on it. I got this microphone and the mixer and the headphones all from Yamaha. And yeah. Pretty happy with it. Does it have any more advanced audio settings? Let me show you everything else. So on here, if you go into the effects, there's like a bunch of voice changer stuff. So if I do
this, you can do a bass voice. You can change it to different
like effects and stuff like that. Yeah, so there's a voice changer.
If I turn the voice
changer off, then there's also what's the second one? Oh, so can't, if you're swearing and stuff. And then the bottom one is an echo. So if you talk, hello, oh wait.
You get the idea. Let me turn the
voice off. And then what else we got here? We've got effects for the output for your game. We've got effects here for the headphones. So you can turn on an EQ for your headphones and that kind of stuff. You can adjust your EQ if you want to adjust your EQ. And then there's other settings here. Because there's two dials, two mixers, you can have a dial for your voice chat and a dial for the game, which is pretty nice as well. So yeah. LED dimmer. Ooh. Nah, I'll leave it on low. Yeah. So that's this. I like it. Barry White. Oh shit, sorry, I just screamed into the microphone. Barry White. Oh, I've just done something and it's fucked it up. Maybe I had it too close to my mouth. Is that okay? Okay, that's okay. Self-censoring, yeah, I know. The Wave XLR Stream Deck with the software is better. Yeah, it is. It's a little bit tricky to use, but it's okay. It's basic, but it works. But the thing is, as well, with this, is you've got independent control over your, I guess, your output for your game or your voice chat. And you can actually, the one thing that I said in the video is that you can switch from headphones to speakers just with a button. So there's actually two inputs. There's one for your headphones and there's one for speakers, and you can switch between one and the other. The Elgato only has one input for headphones. So if you do have a pair of speakers, you actually have to switch things by going into your Windows settings and then switching it, which can be a little bit frustrating. So for that reason, I'm happy to sort of keep using Yamaha. I think I've messed with something here. Maybe I need to add a bit more limiter so I'm not peaking. I feel like I'm peaking. There we go. That's better. Anyway, let me just tweak all my audio. Oh, dear. So yeah, I think we've had a pretty good chat tonight, guys. I don't know what else to talk about, really. What's everyone's plans for the weekend? Anyone got anything planned or going out, doing stuff? I think I'll do a video this weekend on something. Look into the Stream Deck Plus. Yeah, I did see the Stream Deck Plus, but I'm just not sure how I feel about it yet. We'll see. Like, I'm pretty happy with my setup. I don't want to change too many things. And like, I don't want to have to go into software all the time, which I feel like Elgato is just like, I'd be spending so much time in the software that I would just get frustrated. Diablo 4 open beta. Go and check that out. Maybe talk to a mate about building me a PC based on the feedback. Hey, good luck. If you're in Sydney, I'd be more than happy to talk to you about it and try and help you out. So I don't know if you're in Discord and you're in Sydney. If you are, hit me up. Let me know. Play video games with the boys. Of course. What games you playing? Bit of COD or what? Oh, you're in Bundy, mate. Up in Bundyberg. Up in the far north. I've actually been to Bundaberg. It was a long time ago. There was a kid in Bundaberg who asked me for my watch, and I said no. And I ran away. And I was like 12. And I was on holiday there with my mum. Little kid comes up to me, "Oi, give me your watch." I'm like, "No, bye." It was a fun time. Oh dear. Go into the forest? What does that mean? My partner's from Noosa, so we travel up to Queensland quite a bit and spend some time around, like, you know, Sunshine Coast and Maroochydore and some of those places. But we don't really go any further north than that. And the company I used to work with, we had offices in like Townsville, Mackay. So I'm pretty aware of like the people that live in these areas. Yeah, it is a nice part of the world. A little bit quieter. Might take things a bit longer, but that's okay. Plenty of fishing and swimming and other things you can do to kill your time, you know. I just think I would probably struggle with being so isolated from a big city, but maybe I would just get used to it, you know. How far is it to drive from Sydney to Bundaberg? Let's have a look. 13 hours 59. It's not too bad. And how far from Noosa? Noosa, 3 hours. Okay, so not too bad. I feel like if I ever moved to like a small town, I would just like open a computer shop in like 2 seconds. I feel like there's so many businesses that are required in small towns more than big cities, you know? Like everyone can order things and have it delivered, but when it breaks, you want somebody in town that can fix it, you know what I mean? You're a roads engineer. So add a few add a few hours for roadworks. That's okay. Someone's got to build them, someone's got to fix them, so I appreciate it. Hey Zav, how you doing? Would you rather toilet paper or some toilet paper? That's a hard question to answer. I'm gonna go with toilet paper. Is that correct? What's the context? It's such a random question. I mean, it depends on what kind of toilet paper, really. Like, is the toilet paper made of, I don't know, reused toilet paper, recycled toilet paper? I'll get one customer a year. Come on, man. I think I'll get more than one customer a year. Are you serious? My answer is wrong. It was the anticlimactic sandwich toaster. I have no idea what's going on right now. I'm so confused. Can someone explain? Better to start a people where there's actually people. Better to start a business where there's actually people. Population of Bundaberg. Let's have a look. 98,000 people. And I'm pretty confident every single person would have a computer. So I think there's plenty of opportunity. All right, how many people we entered? How many people have entered the giveaway? We got 853. It's gone up a little bit. Martonic, thanks for dropping by, dude. I appreciate it. Keep up the YouTube, man. Don't give up. Just keep trying. Just keep pushing one day at a time. Zav, I'm so confused with what you're saying right now. Basically, for the 1711, you mean the 7-Eleven on the highway to Bundaberg? What the hell? I have no idea what you're saying. Legit, do you think this question is awesome or Jack? What are you saying? I'm so confused. You're making no sense. You're making no sense. Is that just me? Maybe it's just me. Has anybody been watching Mandalorian? I just got back into the season. I watched the last 2 eps. Sorry, I watched the first 2 eps, nothing else so far. And I watched all of Last of Us. Amazing. Has the season finished for Mandalorian? Not yet. I think it's still being released week by week. And I think it's got a few more to go. But I've only watched the first 2. But Last of Us, did anyone watch Last of Us? Because Last of Us was really, really good. Oh, you'll binge it all. Yeah, I know a lot of people that wait for the whole thing to finish and then they watch it all in one go. So that makes sense. Yeah, The Last of Us was awesome. Loved it. Such a good show. I was a little bit disappointed with the ending, but I think it kind of sets it up for season 2. So we'll just have to wait and see. But it was a great show. Honestly, loved it. That second last episode when she was going crazy and just killing everyone, so good. Coke Man, how you been? Haven't seen you for a while. What I meant was to the one right 10. What? Okay, Zav, you still make no sense. I have no idea what you're saying. Yeah, great actor selection, 100%. I'm good, man. I'm good. It's been a I don't know. It's been a funny week. 2 more days and then the weekend. Thank God. I'm glad somebody else agrees that he's not making sense, because he's definitely not making sense. But I think I'm gonna wrap this stream up. We've been going for about an hour and 10 minutes, and I'm pretty bloody knackered. And as you know, I normally only stream for like an hour, because after an hour I start losing it. So what I'm gonna do is post the link to the giveaway if you haven't entered it, and I'm gonna post the link to the video if you haven't watched it. Go watch it, and I think I'll wrap it up. No worries, Maverick. All good, dude. Like, I'm not sure if you're in our Discord. I think the link to Discord is down in the video description. So if you do want to come and chat, you know, any other time, come and hang out. Oh, the link is not there. Let me post the link in case you're not. 1 second. Invite people to the channel. 1 second. All right. That's the link to Discord. If you want to come and join, click on the link, click on the verify, come and say hello, and you can ask me whatever you want. And that goes for anybody. If you want to chat and ask me questions on Discord, feel free. That's literally the whole reason why I created it. So, yeah. Have a good night, guys. Take it easy. Play some games. Get some good food. Have a good weekend. Be kind to everybody. And be positive. And hopefully I'll see you guys here next week when we announce the winner of the Elgato microphone and mixer and everything else. So best of luck. Hope you guys have entered. And other than that, I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of your night. So have a good night, guys. Hit me up on Discord though, Instagram, whatever. And I'll see you guys sometime soon. So take it easy. Have a good one. Bye.